We're on each other's day. We're on each other's day. Hey now all the cups got broke. Scars beneath the feet, but it wasn't my fault. Hey, and everyone's competing for a love they won't receive. Cause what this Alice wants is relief. Dancing around the lights we tell, dancing around big eyes as well. Let the cold show. They don't dance themselves. We live in sin. You'll never see your dream. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run the thing. Living in the ruin of the palace within our dream. Yeah, and we love.
Appreciate everybody tuning in right now.
On each other's
The Hood View Politics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, this is get some DC shit.
Yeah. We're on each other's day.
Yes, indeed.
We're on each
Bringing that politics from the hood. You know? That view.
Straight from the streets.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
kinda over getting told to go.
Well,
Hey, so there.
damn, what? You gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? Now.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. And you gotta love motherfucker. There's a lot of things happening right now that I like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Elaborate.
Besides the black lady.
Okay. Yeah, the black lady.
Besides her.
Right.
Coming into play. Now, I don't think they had the final vote yet, right?
Nah, that might be. I think like next week or so.
So how many Republicans you think gonna vote against the first black lady?
Damn near all of them.
You think they gonna do that? Nah, bro.
Yeah, they gonna do that.
Cause they already know it's nothing they can do.
Yeah, it's nothing they can do, but they still got to play to their base. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is midterm elections going to come up, so you know, especially the ones that's up for election, they're gonna play to the base.
But
if they feel like they,
that's the part I'm lost at.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
We get it. You don't want nobody black in it, but you got to come up with something else, though.
Right. Oh, I was about to say, Clarence Thomas don't count, but he got problems of his own.
Hopefully, we get rid of
they talking about him. Yeah, they talking about impeaching him.
Hell yeah! Like I was talking about the other day. His wife is a motherfucker. What's them things?
His wife tripping. His wife, is she a lobbyist?
She one of them motherfucking tea partiers.
Yeah, and they didn't got her mixed up in all kind of shit.
There's no way,
especially with that January 6th.
In the Supreme Court, his wife is a motherfucking tea party at first.
Nah, can't.
She's so much in love with Trump that she was trying to overturn the election, bro.
Right.
Jeez,
and then how's he? And he don't want to recuse himself from the January 6th cases. How he gonna do that? And know his wife is neck deep in all the January 6th mess. Right. But he think it's all right for him to rule on some of the cases that's coming up on the January 6th mess. So I ain't figure that. That ain't good.
Man, he got Will Smith balls to think he could do that, bro.
Yeah.
He got the Will Smith balls. Just walk up there and smack your ass.
Yeah, somebody need to walk up there and smack him.
If he could just take a case knowing his wife is involved in the joint. It's just silly, bro.
Right. Noah, she is knee deep in all the mess. They got phone records on this broad and everything.
Oh man, she been texting motherfuckers. Shut it down.
Right. Shut it down. Run up in there.
Trump.
Kill Nancy Pelosi while you're in there.
It's a conflict of interest anyway because she donates to the Republican Party. She
Right.
a leader in the Republican Party. There's no way you could be. She gonna say, "Oh yeah, he come home and he don't discuss his business. I don't discuss mine." Really?
See, when you get a position, right? When you get a position like that on the Supreme Court, you and your wife or anybody close to you, you know what I'm saying, in your family, y'all supposed to step away from politics, period. Because you ain't supposed to show no bias towards anything when a case come up before the court. Now, if he's sitting on the bench and somebody bring a case pertaining to the January 6th riots, he already shown a bias because of his wife. So come on, you can't even have an opinion on that. Your opinion don't even count because you already know your opinion is slanted. It's already slanted. So that ain't good.
True. This is the one time. This is the only reason I don't like Democrats, bro. I'm gonna tell you one thing. If a Democrat was linked to any fucking group,
oh my God, they going crazy,
or any type of shit, if their wife was in the house and gay rights, man, stop playing.
Man, they tried to. They tried to link Hillary and Obama to every group there was. Antifa, the nigga that was in Obama living room. Oh my God, they just tried to link them to everything.
There's no way possible that he gonna get away with it, but Democrats not supposed to let him do that. Supposed to impeach him ASAP or make him accuse himself.
That's what burned me up about Democrats sometimes. You know, when Republicans when they get a cause, they go hard behind it. You know what I'm saying? If they want to get you out, they gonna come with every dirty underhanded trick in the book.
Yes.
But sometimes, you know, Democrats be a little bit too passive. Y'all gotta act like them Republicans.
Not only do they go by the rules, they make sure they don't even go into the line, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't even go into the line to make sure they don't break the rules. Like these niggas here, they break the rule and rewrite them while they hit the motherfucker.
Right. How many times they just change up everything just to suit their cause at that point in time. And then it's supposed to be all right.
Stole a joint from Obama. Stole it.
Oh my God. Stole that. Just
held it up for a year, bro.
And stole the election.
Held it up for a year. Obama couldn't even get a Supreme Court in that joint, bro.
Right. And then they just push Coney Barrett through and try to say it wasn't the same thing. It was the same thing. When Obama nominated Merrick Garland, it was at the end of his term. When Coney Barrett got nominated, it was at the end of Trump's term. So, but it wasn't all right for Obama to do it, but it's all right for y'all to go ahead and push a Trump nominee through.
ASAP too.
Did they? They just pushed that broad through.
So,
and you ain't heard about nothing she did on the court since.
As you know, we got the first black lady in office, vice president.
Yes, sir.
Right now, we got Supreme Court, the first black lady ought to be in office. But we got McConnell saying he's not even going to support her or vote for her, bro. Now, this is the leader of the Republican Party, bro. The leader of the Republican Party. So once he say something like that, that's the signal for everybody else to do that shit there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Him and what's the other one? McCarthy.
What is your really though? I just want to hear what he said. What's his reasons for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is your reason to make up to not vote for the first black? What can you think of, bro?
Ketanji Brown Jackson. I enjoyed meeting the nominee. I went into the Senate process with an open mind, but after studying the nominee's record and watching her performance this week, I cannot and will not support Judge Jackson for a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court. First, Judge Jackson refuses to reject the fringe position that Democrats should try to pack the Supreme Court.
What?
Justice Ginsburg and Justice Breyer had no problem denouncing this unpopular view and defending their institution. I assumed this would be an easy softball for Judge Jackson, but it wasn't.
What?
Right. Like they try to practice. Like they
are to legitimate.
Wait. So that's his first reason. Let's talk about that.
Right.
Let's break that down.
Okay, but he talking about packing the court. Okay, what was pushing Coney Barrett through and changing the rules that y'all set up to push Coney Barrett through? Was that not packing the court?
Damn sure was.
Was that y'all underhanded, backhanded way of packing the court? Come on.
Packing the court is your reason. Think about what he just said, bro. He better have some more better than this shit here.
Nah,
he asked her about packing the court. Now, for anybody watching right now, packing the court for Republicans means putting as many Democrats as you can possible in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's as far as they're concerned. And they don't want you to do that. But on the flip side, when Trump in there, it's full gates loose. Put as many as you want in there. It don't make no sense, bro. I just don't get that thought process. Like, do you think people that dumb, bro? Well, you just had a president where you let him do all that, but now it's a problem with that. And you gonna block one person for that? That just don't make sense. Just that one thing don't make sense.
Okay, now and then he come up with, well, Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Justice Breyer, they wouldn't say that. Okay, now you agreeing with everything that Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Justice Breyer said when you never did. Everything that came out of Ruth Bader Ginsburg mouth, y'all said was extreme. Come on,
you hit it right there.
Mitch McConnell is a jerk.
They gotta make their mind up.
Right.
What the fuck? That is not a good reason, bro. Packing the court. I ain't feel comfortable with her answer. Like, what?
Sides to the issue. She testified she has a view on the matter, but would not share it. She inaccurately compared her non-answer to a different, narrower question that a prior nominee was asked. But Judge Jackson seemingly actually tipped her hand. She said she would be, quote, thrilled to be one of however many. The opposite of Ginsburg and Breyer sentiment. The most radical pro-court packing fringe groups badly wanted this nominee for this vacancy. Judge Jackson was the court packer's pick.
Court packer's
and she
pick.
testified like it.
The court packer's pick.
Second.
Well, why would you ask her?
Have hurt the country by trying.
Well, why would you pose that question to her anyway when she cannot pack the court?
This has made judicial philosophy a key qualification that senators must consider.
All right, hold on. I can't believe they got the motherfucker kahunas, the Will Smith kahunas.
Oh, as a Bill Clinton would say, I can't believe he got the brass to say what he just said.
And say I'm voting against her because she's all the pack. What do you call them? The
court packers pick. Well, first of all, let's get one thing straight. Anyway, whoever the party that's that has the White House anyway, if their goal is to pack the court. So if a Republican is in there, their goal is to pack the court with conservative judges. Just like when a Democrat is in there, their goal is to put more liberal judges on the court. So his argument don't hold no weight.
Another thing he don't want them to do is add another one, make it 10 or 11, something like that.
Right.
Democrats can do that right now. They can add another Supreme Court and just put them in there before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can just add one more. That's something he adding in as packing the court. He don't want them to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? He don't want them to put more. He don't want them to add people. He don't want to do shit for real.
Right.
If he could stop it like he did Obama, he'd do that. He just
trying to come up with some little garbage ass argument just because he don't want to vote for her because he playing politics. But that what he's saying don't hold no weight.
And he said he don't like her qualifications. Like that didn't. First of all, she attended Harvard University Law School. First thing, Harvard Law Review. What the fuck is he talking about?
Look, Michael Steele. Now we know Michael Steele is a black Republican. Michael Steele is a Republican. He came out and said, this, as you say, black lady, this woman is more qualified for the Supreme Court than any recent nominee. That goes with who's recent? Coney Barrett, the pervert. Yeah, and they talk about her, and they hurried up and put a pervert on the court.
I forgot about him. Yeah, he was worse.
Right.
Didn't slow him down at all. He voted for him.
Oh nah, then got mad when they brought up the all the stuff the women brought up. So this Ricardo full of it.
Biden stated he would only appoint a Supreme Court justice with a specific approach that is neither textualist nor originalist. That's the president's litmus test. No strict constructionist need apply. And that president picked Judge Jackson.
Because it's the president's prerogative to pick who he wants.
It could reassure us, but she doesn't. When Justice Gorsuch was nominated to the Supreme Court, he'd written more than 200 circuit court opinions that senators could actually study. Justice Kavanaugh had written more than 300. Justice Barrett outpaced them both. She wrote almost 100 appellate opinions in just 3 years, plus years of scholarship as a star professor that senators could actually examine. Judge Jackson has been on the D.C. Circuit for less than a year. He's published only 2 opinions. Beforehand, Judge Jackson served as a trial judge on the district court. She testified on Tuesday that role did not provide many opportunities to think about constitutional interpretation. Yet when senators tried to dig in on judicial philosophy, the judge deflected and pointed back to the same record she acknowledged would not shed much light. One senator simply asked the judge to summarize well-known differences between the approaches of some current justices. The nominee replied that 2 weeks' notice had not been enough to prepare an answer. President Biden said he would only nominate a judicial activist. Unfortunately, we saw no reason to suspect that he accidentally did the opposite. Third, and relatedly, we're in the midst of a national violent crime wave and exploding illegal immigration.
What?
Unbelievably,
What?
Okay.
What? First of all, he just blew me with 2 things he said. First, he gonna bring up the 2 judges that the Republicans put up, right?
Right.
They're gonna say, "Oh, they did this many opinion pieces," right?
Okay.
He left out how much experience, whatever fuck they was doing. He just said they wrote that many letters, right?
Right.
He's skipping over 2 things. She was an actual judge for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying?
She was a public defender, so she was an actual lawyer. She was a practicing lawyer.
And another key thing, I know what their problem is, because back in '92 on the campus, there were people with motherfucking Confederate flags. This on YouTube too, and should look it up, where they had Confederate Confederate flags, and she went out that joint and protested against those students. So that right there is the root of what's happening here. You feel me? She one of their enemies. She one of the Confederate flag and all those enemies. She one of those people that protested against them.
Yeah. What they don't like is she is a hard no against anything they try to push through. If they try to overturn Roe v. Wade, she's a hard no. If they try to overturn affirmative action, she's a hard no. So, and who knows what's going on with Clarence Thomas? They talking about impeaching him. So Biden might get another judge up in there before his term is up, a judge or two, especially if he get a second term.
They better impeach this motherfucker. At least try. She practiced private law from 2000 to 2003 in Boston with Governor Proctor. From 2000 and 2002, she was with Finberg and whoever the fuck. Like you said, lawyer. She was a counsel. Then she went to the United States government. She was on the citizen board where they locking motherfuckers up. Then she was a federal public defender. So, like you said, she well-rounded. What the fuck are you talking about? And as Obama nominated her for vice chair of the United States since he the one who nominated her for that. Now I guarantee we look up when she was nominated, all these clown ass niggas voted for her.
Oh yeah, it was when she got nominated to the federal bench. Was it McConnell or Lindsey Graham? It might have been both that voted for her. I know it was at least one of them voted for her. Now all of a sudden you telling me a year later, oh, it's a problem. Why wasn't the problem a year ago? Why wasn't her lack of writing opinions a problem a year ago? Why wasn't how she felt about packing the court a problem a year ago? Because you had the opportunity to ask her all these questions a year ago. Okay, exactly. so now it's a problem. Come on, I think he got a drinking problem.
That's for damn sure.
Now I'm reading this one text from Jenny Thomas, Clarence Thomas' wife, to White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows.
Oh yeah, that's the one they talking about. Yeah,
help this great president stand firm, Mark. You are the leader with him. Who is standing for America's constitutional governance? The majority knows Biden and the left is attempting the greatest heist of our history. Come on. What? That dude, you can't. Clarence Thomas can't go nowhere near January 6th case.
No bullshit, bro. Well, he gonna try. He gonna do it.
Oh, he gonna do it.
He gonna try. Trust me.
Well, he ain't supposed to go nowhere near one of them cases.
He gonna try. And he gonna dare Democrats to, like they always do, just dare him.
Mm-hmm.
Dare him, the motherfucker. See,
but I forgot, he gonna do it. Yeah, but Clarence Thomas a pervert too. I forgot about that. I forgot about him and Anita Hill.
Started all with a case, yeah.
Yeah.
From the beginning, Anita Hill, yeah.
Who put the long Dawn Silver and who put the pubic hair in my cocaine?
He been with this motherfucking what's the name leader since then. How can you as a black man even wake up every morning with this? You a disgrace, boy.
Oh, now listen to this one. Religious extremist Jenny Thomas got $200,000 from someone who had a brief before Clarence Thomas. Now we know she actively spearheaded efforts by the MAGA insurrectionists to steal the election. John Roberts must address this before the Supreme Court loses the shred of legitimacy it has. Now she got almost $250,000 for someone who had a brief before Clarence Thomas. Come on. That sound like somebody was buying some type of influence to me.
Bro, she been in there all this time leading the Tea Party with him in the Supreme Court. So we go back and think of everything he voted against is gonna be shit for the Tea Party.
Right. And you know, we don't know all the cases and what type of cases that's concerning the Tea Party that he voted on, ruled on, wrote an opinion on. So
exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. And you think he's gonna vote against what his wife wants? Really?
Oh no.
She gonna spend all the money to fight the Supreme Court and then go home and don't say nothing to him? Fuck out of here.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen
make
at all.
Any sense.
Right.
Because you're doing so much to get it done, and one person you know can help you do that for sure. Stop playing.
That's right. Him going home, dealing with her after that is like Will Smith having to go home and deal with Jada if he didn't smack the shit out of Chris Rock.
ASAP. If he ain't do that, he would have went home. He wouldn't be able to go home. You're right. It's the exact same shit.
It's the exact same thing. Come on. See, they think people stupid.
Well, I think motherfucking this one time the Democrats gotta step up and do that thing right here, boy.
Yeah, they gotta do something about this.
Gotta get rid of this class.
You can't let this because you can't let this go on because what he votes on, you talk about what the president does affects people, but what the Supreme Court does and change in setting laws and enforcing laws affect the people more than what the president does. You know, so you can't just, you just can't be letting this happen.
That's fucked up. I don't know if you heard about a motherfucker, the All Black Network.
All Black?
All Black, probably a news station.
Oh, really? All Black news station?
Yeah, and the person that was backing them backed out of the joint. So they've been on for they launched a year ago.
You talking about what you ain't talking about the network Roland Martin on?
Nah.
Oh, this is a new one.
Not that joint. Well, I think Roland Martin on his own joint. I think it's YouTube or something.
Let me see. We can pull that up real quick here.
But yeah, the black they launched a year ago. They was on there to just bring black news or bring the news to a black audience. You know what I'm saying? Just like MSNBC and all that, but bring it from all black people. You know, that's how he started it all. So the motherfucker that backed the joint last week pulled out, so they couldn't make payroll or some shit.
Yeah, I know about the TV network Black News Channel goes off the air after 2 years. What?
Exactly.
Cause you know they ain't gonna let that last. Black people gonna get on there and tell it like it is.
You know,
they gonna tell it like it is. They gonna tell it like it is, and you gonna find out what's really going on in the hood.
But it's funny because Jacksonville, like the person that, like, when they thought of this, right? The people that had like investors and shit should have been, I don't know, man. It's like they should have had investors that was black, that was more black invested, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really invested in making that work. You feel me?
Right.
They had I bet you can't guess who's the motherfucking the backer of this joint.
I ain't even gonna try.
The investor in this shit.
I ain't even gonna try. Who?
The nigga that owned the motherfucking Jacksonville Jaguars.
I did hear about that. Shad Khan.
And guess who the motherfucking chairman of the joint now?
Who is?
J.C. Watts. You know who J.C. Watts is?
Not J.C. Yep.
And they used to be
he was a congressman, and he used to be a football player.
Now that black channel don't know. That is the reason why they gone. Once he came aboard, there's no way this channel is, they Democratic. You know what I'm saying? Right. They lean Democratic. It wasn't no way it's going to survive.
J.C. Watt, a Republican.
Yeah, I know. So they brought him on. He like a investor. He somebody, a consultant or something there.
Okay.
So that's the change there. You see what I'm saying? Which fucked them up. So I think really they should find, you know what I'm saying, somebody that
know what they
invested
doing. Like they needed somebody like I say they needed somebody like Bob Johnson. How he built.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Built up BET. You got him.
Somebody that's really invested in black culture.
Right.
Because you basically using people that's there for the money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not really gonna work.
Right. And ain't gonna tell you how it really is.
Exactly. So main man, not only do he invested in that, he owned the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And his son owned AEW.
I was just about to say he owned AEW. He the co-owner of that. He owned it and the co-owner. How the fuck he both? How the fuck you gonna be the owner and the co-owner? How the fuck what?
But I think his son might own the majority. Name. Yeah, his son is Tony Khan.
All right. So that's what's up.
No relation to Shaka Khan.
Exactly. I mean, he Pakistani. You see what I'm saying? It's like eventually it's not nothing there for him to really, you know what I'm saying, to go the extra mile. You feel me? Yeah. Like when you start up joints like this, it's automatically gonna be some bumps in the road. Like you've never been all black station before. Right.
See, with him, if he was trying to make the next Al Jazeera or something like that, then he'd have his whole heart invested in it. But come on.
Now you see what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Right. He ain't trying to make a American Al Jazeera or nothing like that. He just throwing out some money because he's filthy rich.
But no, my other problem is that the talent that like these people here these are real good talents. Some of these people was on MSNBC. They gave up contracts. Like Main Man on the right and the lady on the left was all on MSNBC. And they gave up their contracts to come on this channel to try to, you know what I'm saying, give it some credibility.
Right. Because you don't want that. They'll probably be back because you ain't gonna get nobody. You ain't gonna get nobody from. You don't even want nobody from Fox News.
We won't be surprised now if all of a sudden another station start up, but it's leaning right. You feel me? All black, but they're gonna be all black people lean to the right side.
But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for the one that's. Yeah, it's gonna be hard because the right has got so many. They got so many channels as it is. They already got Fox News, which dominates for real. And then they got Newsmax, and then they got a couple more that's leaning towards the right. So to fit in there, a black right leaning news channel is gonna be hard. Now on the left, you can find a niche because you got so many black left leaning commentators and newscasters out there, so you can do it. Just like Roland Martin, he got his own channel. He basically got his own channel.
Another thing, when he started up like that, it ain't that easy to start it up and think all black people know that song. Like most black people don't even know that exists until you told them it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, they had one though?
Right.
Like,
right.
You gotta give it time. You gotta give it the same amount of attention you promote your football team. You gotta promote that too. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you got some serious marketing and advertising behind it, and you got to put some serious marketing and advertising money behind it. It's just you just there, and you know you going on word of mouth. You trying to go on word of mouth to, oh man, you gotta check this out. You gotta check this out, right? And then most people, come on, we know most people don't look at the news like that.
Exactly. That's how they get the fuck over.
Especially young people. I mean, like when we first met, we probably me and you and probably one or two others was the only ones that I knew that looked at the news and could tell you what MSNBC and CNN and Fox News and stuff like that, and could tell you, it could sit down and have a political conversation. Nobody else around us could. We could talk sports all day, but when we got to politics, nobody knew nothing from nothing.
Fuck no.
Until it was election time about who they gonna vote for, who sound good, and okay, why this person sound good, or why should you vote for these person? Nobody could tell us that.
Exactly. That's some wild shit too.
Yeah.
Wild shit. How they keep that shit quiet. Just like when Shorty over there stuck in Russia. Yeah,
I forgot the girl name.
Griner.
Brittany Griner.
Yeah, it's over in Russia and shit. And it's just like it's like, what? Can you imagine if LeBron James was stuck in Russia right now? Locked the fuck up.
They'd have sent a drone over there.
Man, you better stop playing. Everything would have stopped. Like they really not doing a whole lot right now for
right.
Joe.
Right. I mean, they didn't even send Jesse Jackson over there. And you remember when Jesse Jackson, it was the time he was going over them foreign countries getting everybody.
Getting it in. He was doing
Could nobody get nobody out of nowhere.
He was doing
Jesse went over there and somehow.
Hell yeah. Jesse doing
Jesse got him. Yeah. That's why I think, y'all had to send Jesse over there. I had to send Jesse over there. Jesse bring her back.
Well, you think she had to spend time in jail? This is looking bad for her, bro.
I'm hoping not. I hope not, but I think the way U.S.-Russia relations is, I think they're gonna try to lock her up just because they got a famous American over there, and they gonna give her some time. They're gonna try to give her some time just to stick it to the United States. I think that's how it's gonna turn out.
Right now
because what she had,
so good.
Yeah, because what she had some hash oil. Okay. Y'all act like she went through the airport with a whole brick.
No bullshit.
Come on, she had some hash
like that.
Oh, that was y'all was supposed to just didn't look. You can't have that. Let her go and play her game. But we got American here right now. So I think we gonna put the screws on girl.
Oh man, I think it's looking bad, man. I'm trying to tell you because I think you get locked up for almost 10 years. You gotta do hard labor or some shit if you get locked up.
10 years of hard labor over there. Right.
I don't know how you get out of that. Like you did break the law over there. How you get out of that though?
Right.
I don't know.
And the thing about it is, hey, who's gonna represent her besides a Russian? You ain't getting no American. They ain't letting no American lawyer come over there to represent her or whatever. So it's going to end up being they gonna throw her under the bus some kind of way. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not good at all.
Bad enough this clown ass nigga went to war over there. Thought he was gonna take over the country. It's not looking too good for him.
And they whooping his ass.
Yeah, I think he about to start.
Every time you turn on the news.
They gonna put that white flag up in a minute. She's like, oh, you know what? I wanted to have a negotiation.
But see, right, because the thing about that now is all that shit about Russia becoming a superpower again, that shit out the window. If you can't run up in there and take over Ukraine inside of a week, what you gonna think you gonna do with us?
It's already done. In fact, you know how he started the joints off when we went up in Iraq. That shit don't work.
You remember when we went up in Iraq? We was up in the capital in like 2 days. It was like 2 days.
Soldiers smacking niggas in their head on 2 days.
Right. We already took the country over there. We was just looking for Saddam Hussein.
We were so bored, we was taking pictures with naked motherfuckers. Shit, spraying them.
Right.
Blowing their heads up.
Right.
Niggas over there bored by now. Stop spray painting motherfuckers and shit. Make them niggas run out there naked. Fuck around
right.
there, yeah.
And these Ukrainians over there whooping that.
Over, bro.
Right. You got a comedian who's
as president though.
As the president, and one of the Klitschko brothers is the mayor of Kiev.
Not good. Yeah. Right. Whole time you got a CIA agent, whatever the fuck it is over there, running the country. He can't do it. He can't be the comedian and shit. They can't be the comedian, bro. What's going on with you? Right. Looking real bad, man.
He can't. Vladimir, hold up. He can't be the comedian. Well, he should. You know what? He should call Will Smith to go.
You know, grow some Will Smith kahunas.
Right.
Grow some Will kahunas.
We already see what Will can do to a comedian.
You know. Obviously, man in Russia don't know how to do that. Smack them up.
Nah.
It'd be funny. Them niggas have a ceasefire meeting and shit. And he said at the table, give a smack him.
Just get up there.
I see this shit in the office. Stop it.
Right. Sit your bitch ass down.
You know what? I'm taking over your country. Sit your ass down. Fuck wrong.
Right. Hey, but that'd be fucked up though. What if Ukraine fuck around and take over Russia?
You know, after he did all that.
He did all that. And they turn the shit around.
Animal Kingdom, animal shit like that. Little joints will fuck big joints up like that.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Before you get out here though, you heard about little boy fell out the
yeah, we talked about that the other night. Of the
they found out that he was overweight. He had too much weight.
Right. Yeah, he was that big. He shouldn't have been on there in the first place.
At all. Nowhere near that joint, yeah. That's why I say, I mean, you feel for the parents and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he is 14 though. It ain't like he was 18, 19. Like how you let him get far away from
Then parents talking about they come out talking about, well, the amusement park or something should be shut down.
Yeah, that ride, not just that ride.
Yeah, the ride should be shut down. Yeah, and y'all should shut y'all refrigerator down too, because Shawty shouldn't have been that big at 14 years old anyway.
Well, he's like 6'4", 6'5". He was tall as shit too. It's like a crazy amount of.
But 300 and something pounds.
You would never see a lineman in the NFL go and get on that ride. You feel me?
No. Hell no.
Because they already know they too big for that.
No.
He's a lineman size now. Just because he's 14 don't mean anything. He already like an NFL lineman size.
Right. You never see Aaron Donald on a ride like that.
Exactly, yeah. And then the fact that the ride comes down 430 feet and then stops. So all the weight is just coming down. So
and that was like a sudden stop.
And I know it's not made to catch you from the bottom nowhere. You feel me? It's just made to make sure you don't come out.
See that joint, a ride like that.
It's the wrong kind of way to have that too, because you got a drop joint compared to one going around with the hook joint in your shoulders is useful. You feel me?
See, a ride like that should have not only had a bar that keep you from going forward, but it should have, it's like a shoulder harness or shoulder straps to keep you from flying out. That joint should, something like that, supposed to have all kind of
like car seat joint clip too.
Yeah, but had a joint to come over your shoulder.
Over your shoulders, yeah.
Something like what's that ride?
That ride at
like they got on a stand-up roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly. They can't sue them because the way it's made, I don't think it was made. Well, none of them really made for that type of weight. But it wasn't made for anybody for safety, put it like that. Like the bottom was concrete. It could have been some soft shit down there. You could have had the seat.
Put some hay down there.
The seat made to catch the weight once it stopped like that. You feel me?
Right.
Because that sudden stop, a baby weight can make it a heavy weight once it stopped like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. That's like dead. That's like dead weight flying through the air.
Exactly. It just comes out of there. The force will come out from the sudden stop, from dropping 30. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can't get what they call it, centrifugal force.
You know?
Hey.
You know?
You're gonna get scientific up in this piece.
Yeah, that shit just stop. Once it stop like that, shit, you fall out the bitch. Y'all probably fall out that motherfucker for real. But once you say that much weight, you're going to come out of it.
Oh yeah, you coming out.
Yeah. But now they had an interview with I think it was his sister, and she was telling the person who interviewed that he tried to get on 3 rides before that, and they told him no. He was too big. And then he went to that one.
Oh yeah, they got a suitcase then. They're gonna sue him because if 3 rides before that told him that he couldn't get on because he was too big, then they did have standards. So that means that whoever was operating that, whoever let him get on that ride is
this ride qualify as one of those rides you can't be overweight on though. You feel me? I would think going up 430.
I would think it is.
The weight is real serious, yeah.
Right. Right, because you can't have you don't want too many big people up on there because what if you got you can't have a
the whole thing come down because you got that much weight.
Because you got all them fat people up on there. I shouldn't say it like that, but if you got all them big people on there like that, that joint could collapse in.
The whole thing,
straight down to the ground.
Yeah,
so you really can't.
Was it made like that? Was it made like you just said? No.
Right. Because that's
like a motherfucker.
Because it's the same thing would apply to a bunch of big people getting in the elevator.
Exactly.
The way that ride is set
they
up.
They wouldn't let them do it. Because so many of them, they fuck around and drop on your ass. Or y'all be stuck in there for the night. Oh, yeah. You be stuck with a whole bunch of fat motherfuckers. Niggas about to eat your ass. Niggas about to eat your ass.
Yeah.
You
got 20 fat people, 20 hungry fat people stuck up 450 feet in the air. Hungry.
You only slim nigga in like fuck.
Throw up some chicken.
About to eat your ass over here, boy.
A little small nigga over there. He look mighty tasty.
How long you think we'll be here? Because I'm about to eat this motherfucker.
I'm about to eat that nigga over there.
Me too, bro. Another hour. I might be with you on that one, you know?
You know what I'm saying, man? Hey, let me get a leg.
Yeah, you better not be the little motherfucker in that big that joint, boy. Good God about it.
You better have a pistol or a knife. You better have something on you.
All right, when we come back next week, we should have the first black lady.
Right. Or close.
No matter what the Republicans
or close. Right.
Ukraine should be having the peace talks by that time because Russia cannot do anything.
Russia is y'all been exposed. Y'all been exposed.
That fool in the Supreme Court should be impeached by that time. We should have a nice week next week.
We should have a good damn week next week. That's what I'm talking about.
You
we should have a good week.
Yeah, it should be good.
Nah, I'm saying, everybody out there, y'all have a good week, and we're gonna see y'all next week. And we hope these things work out. That food is out the Supreme Court, and Ukraine and beat the shit out of Russia.
Happen, bro.
And we got a good old black lady on the Supreme Court.
ASAP.
Hey, but we got that good old NFL draft coming up. We might have to run a special, come on live on draft night.
Oh, draft is when?
The 28th, I think. It's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We should do the first round live.
Most definitely.
I don't know though, because the Bears ain't got no first round pick.
We got Justin Fields. We good to go. And check y'all out. Check the boys out next week, Tuesday, 9 p.m.
The building bell.
Your boys. You know what I'm saying? Hoodview Politics.
We live in sin. You'll never see your
Everybody right here, boy.